What's up, YouTube? It's the Action Figure Grader coming back to you with another video, and I did pick up one of my goal list items for 2022. I didn't think I'd actually be able to do it, to be honest with you, with regard to how prices have gone over the last 6 to 18 months. It's just gotten so expensive to collect, especially mint on card figures these days, that it's really hard to pick up a new item for the collection. But I've been pretty disciplined over the last, I don't know, let's call it a couple of months, just paying for Christmas and so forth, and I was very careful about that. I also did sell a number of items on Rogue 5, some modern stuff that I don't have the room for. So everything kind of converged at the exact right time, and I was able to pick up one of my goal list items for the year. As you guys know, I had a couple of goal list items. The two of the goal list items I picked up already. They were from Rogue 5 Toys, and those were a 41 back Bosk. I was wanting to get any kind of clear blister, Empire Strikes Back Bosk, and luckily Chris W. over at Rogue 5 hooked me up, and I also was able to get my Lando. I wanted to get an ESP Lando, which I did get. But one of the ones that was on my list that I've been really wanting forever is this one, and I finally did get it, and it just arrived here this afternoon, so I thought I would go ahead and show it. That is an ESB R5-D4. And we all know that we just saw R5-D4 in The Mandalorian episode 5. He makes a pretty big appearance. He's pretty. His appearance was not just like a couple of seconds. It was a good solid time period there, where during the construction of the Naboo fighter for The Mandalorian, the R5 was kind of out and about. So maybe we see R5-D4 on a Book of Boba Fett Vintage Collection card back. Who knows? I'd be really excited if he comes back and they reissue him on the Book of Boba Fett card back. So that would be really cool. But I did finally get a vintage Kenner one, and this one is a beauty. And here it is. It was at auction on eBay, and I definitely paid market value or above for it. But it's nice to knock this one out, and I have to be honest with you, those were the only three major gold pieces I had on my list for this year. So anything else is going to be gravy, and it's only the beginning of February right now. So I think that my pickups for the rest of the year will be pretty sparse, if I'm being honest with you. But this is a 45 back Star Wars Display Arena offer, R5-D4. It's awfully nice. It's got some edge wear there on the left hand side. It is unpunched. My first carded R5 that is unpunched. Beautiful crystal clear blister. And here's the label on it. It's got an archival case. It was just graded literally last month. January 22nd is when the seller got it back from grading. But it's got a beautiful archival case. R5-D4, 45 back. The grades are 80, 80, 75. And the figure subscore 75 seems pretty harsh, but I think it's because it's got a little bit of yellowing on the sticker. I thought we would do a comparison real quick right now versus one of my loose graded ones. This is an AFA 85 Hong Kong, which I'm sure that's what this one is, and they're pretty close. They look pretty darn close to me. So it's hard to know what they judge the figure on. It looks like maybe the legs have some discoloration relative to my loose graded example. That's 85, and then this is my 80 plus no COO. And so the figure score of 75, you can kind of see that there. If you look at the legs here, it's got a little bit of yellowing relative to these. So I think that's what drove the score down, is maybe just a slight yellowing to the sticker and then some yellowing on the legs that is just from plastic degradation. And that's a common thing. That's something we've talked about with white figures. If you're going to buy a mint on card white figure like Leia or Stormtroopers or Hoth Stormtroopers, or I guess now R5-D4 and R2s, things like that, you got to just be aware that there's a chance that you could get a fairly low subscore. Now in this case, the 75 subscore didn't bring the overall score down below an 80, which it should not have, because it's in pretty immaculate condition. As I said, you can see some edge wear there on the left hand side that goes up there. But the card itself is in pretty amazing condition. I'll show you in the light there how nice it is. One little kind of divot right there on the front of the card back. The 75 score seems pretty harsh to me. Or excuse me, the 80 score for the blister seems pretty harsh to me. There's no cracks or anything like that. Oh, that's why I got the 80 right there. Right there. You can see a little ding right there. So that's why I got the 80 score, and it's correct. That's a correct score. Once again, AFA show, and CAS usually, those guys know way more than I do. And when I say it's undergraded or overgraded, I'm usually wrong. And this is a case where clearly I just missed that. But you can see one little kind of crinkle right there. And that's what brought the blister subscore of, from an 85 down to an 80. Still pretty harsh given how beautiful that is. But here's the back of the card. Gorgeous, vibrant color. Just no sun fading whatsoever. Absolutely gorgeous. Made in Hong Kong. So this is another Hong Kong figure. I still don't have a no COO. Well, actually, I take that back. I've got the Tri-Logo Palatoy, so that's a no COO figure in there. But I don't have a loose graded no COO. I'd like to get one of those at some point. But yeah, the Palatoy Tri-Logos are no COO version. So I got the Palatoy, which I also bought from Chris. That's graded AFA 80, and then this is one I bought on eBay for $600, ungraded. So it was a big roll of dice, and it came back with straight 85s. This is the 21 back A, straight 85s. How crazy is that? It's got the price sticker there on the blister, but wow. But anyway, it's really cool to get not only my ESB knocked out, but a 45 back. And the reason I think it's cool to get the 45 back is because I've got, as you guys know, I've got this 45 back, which is the one that just got back from grading. This is a 75 plus 21B on the same 45 back card. And then earlier last year, I picked up the Death Star droid on the 45 back. So I've got 3 different really cool droids on the 45 back Star Wars Display Arena offer, and it's really nice. So I guess the next one I'd like to get would be an R2 sensor scope. I believe the regular R2s they stopped being produced and encased on card backs after the 41 back. So if I get the Star Wars Display Arena for R2, or for maybe the Power Droid, the R2 is going to have to be the sensor scope, and then the Power Droid would be another one. But those Power Droids are just really expensive right now. But anyway, I just thought I would show you the latest edition. I've got a really nice slideshow that kind of shows all of these beautiful R5s, as well as these 2 45 back other droids that I've got in my collection, and a little slideshow at the end of this. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and comment below. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Thanks again, and I'll be back soon.